Hello everyone, welcome to the Analytic Moment. I'm Quentin Fisher, CEO of Healthcare Analytics, and this is a series on artificial intelligence for healthcare service providers. Last session, we talked about how to get real results from AI in 6 basic steps. Today, we want to talk about the implementation team and the approach for machine learning. The first thing to realize with machine learning is that it is a team sport. There are a number of different skills and roles that require a lot of active collaboration. Let's go through some of these roles. A data scientist. This is someone who specializes in statistics and various machine learning techniques. They're the ones that are really going to build the models. A data engineer. This is someone who specializes with a lot of either conventional or big data technologies to really stage and curate the data for all the various analysis that you're going to do. Then you have a subject matter expert. We call these SMEs. This is someone who really intimately understands the domain. It may be a doctor, maybe someone in operations, but really it's someone who understands either the clinical or business aspects of what we're truly trying to solve for. This is one that not a lot of people have. It's a visualization artist. It really doesn't matter how great your analysis is. If you can't communicate it, it won't go anywhere. You need to be able to tell the story through the data, and these visualization artists help that. You have to include your IT team. You're going to need to work with them eventually, so it's better to kind of get them engaged and involved up front rather than trying to have to convince them at the end. But think of them as associate team members. You're going to need a good sponsor as well. You'll need some executive leadership to kind of drive some involvement, make sure there's clear priorities, and get rid of any roadblocks that you may have. And then lastly, you need a scrum master or a project master. This is someone who really understands the Agile Implementation methodology and really helps you to develop an iterative approach to kind of solving the problem with constant review cycles and keeping the business or the clinician team engaged along the way. So when you're implementing these solutions, it's important to kind of do it in an agile fashion. This allows quick iterations and adjustments while staying true to the roadmap while not at the same time over-engineering a plan, right? So let's talk a bit about how you go through that. The first thing is you need to identify the opportunities that you're kind of trying to build out for, right? You want to first prioritize these as user stories, right? You'll have a sprint planning meeting where you'll go through, you'll agree on the effort and the priority of each of these tasks and set forth and go after it. What we found is when you're laying out this sprint plan, that 2 weeks is a pretty good rhythm to get into. More refined teams and mature teams can have sprints in about a week, but in order for you to do that, you really need some robust testing and automation tools to make that effective. At the end of each sprint, what you're really going to have is a demo or a showcase, right? You want to, once again, have a lot of active involvement with your clinician or business teams. You want to be able to show them the results. Then a retrospective can be done periodically. So it's also important to, work on the process and not always in the process. So this retrospective gives you an opportunity to look at your sprint and see what worked well and what didn't, and continuously improve that as well. So to recap, there's a lot of skills that are required for a good data science team, and these skills or roles need to be working in close collaboration. Agile is a great implementation methodology to drive results with underneath an overarching goal and theme, that while still being adaptive to learnings along the way. And you're going to learn a lot along the way with this with machine learning. So next week we'll talk about artificial intelligence governance. What is AI governance and why do we need it? So thanks for listening. Please subscribe to the channel. Let us know your point of view and any questions you have on the comments and sections below. Also get in our mailing list. Go to hcanalytics.net. Thanks a lot. Take care.